Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on April the 27th, 2021. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So coming up here, we do have Bank of Japan outlook here, as well as the monetary policy statement coming up. This will be later or earlier in the, I should say, London session, later in the Asian session here. So watch out for that. Again, we are just looking for forward guidance as to what Bank of Japan is thinking in terms of inflation, if they are concerned about it or not. So that's one thing. And then also tomorrow coming up here, we have Bank of Canada. Governor speaking, consumer confidence numbers here. And then we also have the Fed conference here. So the statement will come out on Wednesday, but the conference starts here on Tuesday. So any kind of comments or forward guidance from Fed is likely to drive the market. So keep an eye out on that as well. We have CPI numbers, which is the inflation numbers. If the numbers come in close to expectations, I wouldn't think, or I wouldn't look for much of a problem there. But if the numbers are above expectations or they're considerably above expectations, we could see Australian dollar drop because there will be then concerns that Reserve Bank of Australia is likely to raise rates. So that's really the whole concern around inflation, is the central banks tightening the monetary policy. All right, so let's go on to our charts here. We'll start off with euro dollar. Euro is right into resistance, or came right into resistance, and now it's struggling here. We have an indecision candle here. So I'm looking for a drop back down towards a 1.2050, and then potentially lower if it breaks through the support level here. But looks like we may see a bit of a dip here. 1.2010 is the second target. So bearish bias here for euro dollar. Pound dollar here, we are seeing a bit of a the euro weakness compared to the pound here. So in this case, price is also into resistance. The bias here is neutral. We could see price go up higher towards 1.3950. And then a drop there. So we'll watch out for that. So right now, neutral bias, as long as it holds below 1.3950, in this case would be, or in that case would be looking for price to drop towards 1.3820 and potentially further down here towards 1.3735, but we'll have to wait for that. So as long as it holds below, we're looking for a drop here, but neutral bias for the time being for pound dollar. Aussie dollar here looking quite bullish here, or quite strong bullish candle close. This one could go further here, and in this case the target is 0.7837 and could go slightly higher as well, something like this. But if it fails here, this is an important support resistance level. So if it fails here, we're looking for price to come back down. Now, another thing to keep in mind, this is also, the current level is also a good support resistance level. And we could have we could see a problem here if price doesn't go through today's high or this previous support resistance level at 0.7813, or even say 20, then we're likely to see the price come back down. So watch out for that. Bias is neutral for this one as well. New Zealand dollar, this one also, we have a nice bullish candle close. The concern here is, again, we are into the support resistance level. So there is still room to the upside here into the next target level at 0.7300. The concern is it's right into the support resistance level, and this is where it has struggled previously several times. So every time it was here, it just struggled with this level. And now we are back into this area once again. So if it fails to go through 0.7250, we could see a move back down. But for now, I'm not bearish on this one. This is still neutral. It does have slight bullish bias, so it could go to the next level here. So right now, neutral. Dollar CAD here, nice drop here for dollar CAD, went through the support level here. Finally, it was stuck in this for quite some time here, for a month here. It was stuck in this level, in this area, in this range, and now it's finally made it through. Now bias is bearish here, and watch out for a pullback though towards 1.2435 level, but looking for a continuation here. So bearish bias, bit of a pullback, and then looking for a drop towards 1.2370 and then 1.2350. So bearish bias for dollar CAD. All right, let's take a look at our silver here. Silver is holding right now. We had a bit of a bullish candle close, but this is again similar to this here. It doesn't seem to have clear direction. So I'm looking for a move further, move higher here into 26.50, potentially even into 26.60. But watch out for it. It is into resistance currently. So where it is right now, and it could turn around. So I would be careful with this one. Right now, neutral to slightly bullish bias here for silver. Gold here, same thing here. Gold has been sideways here for a bit. We do see a rejection of the support, which means we can see a move towards 1795 back towards the top of the range. So neutral to bullish bias here for gold. Oil here, oil also going sideways at the moment. Here we see today price rejected the support level, which means we could see a move higher towards 63.20. But watch out for it. This is, again, it seems to be struggling right now, doesn't have a clear direction. So I would be mindful of that. So right now, neutral bias for oil. Copper here looking quite strong. It finally broke through that resistance, looking super strong here. Bias is bullish, and target is 4.46. So bullish bias here for copper. Bitcoin here, quite a move off of the support level here. However, it's not out of the woods yet. We are likely to see more trouble here. Next target here is to 55,250, and this is where it has to get through this resistance. But this one here, that's the major problem area. So if it fails at these areas, this could be just a setup for another leg lower. So we have to watch out. Right now, Bitcoin is struggling, which means if it fails to go through these, they're like speed bumps here, the support resistance levels. If it fails, it will just trigger another move lower. So watch out for that. So right now, neutral to bullish here, 55,250, and then potentially 57,500. S&P 500 still trading in that range here, pushing into the resistance though. So we could see a break. We do have to wait for the break though. Next target is 4220. So neutral to bullish bias here for S&P 500. Nasdaq here, same thing. It is overall still in a range, and that's why we have that neutral. But we are coming into the earnings seasons here for tech companies, so this one could definitely push through this resistance. So neutral to bullish bias here. In terms of our targets, first target is 14,000, and then we are looking at 14,200. So bullish bias here for Nasdaq. And Dow Jones here, not looking that strong at the moment. It is still stuck in this sideways range here, just like the other ones. But the candle close for the day is not very strong, and looking for price to drop towards 33,700. But if it holds, we could see another leg higher here. So right now, neutral to slightly bearish bias here for Dow Jones. And then DAX here, not doing a whole lot. Price opened and closed at exactly the same point. So I will look for a retest towards 15,130. And if it fails, we're looking for a move higher. So this is the support level that it has held above. So we need to see a continuation, or we need to see it continue holding above this level. And then we could look for the next one here. So bias is neutral for DAX. FTSE here slowly trying to make its way higher. It is still neutral at the moment. Next target here is 7025. So bullish bias here for FTSE. And Nikkei here, Nikkei holding, but at this point, price is into resistance. Now it has struggled here. So if it doesn't go through 29,320, then it could turn around. So this is the first thing we have to watch out for. This support resistance level, again, it could do one of these. Now, should it go through though, then we do have the room here. And next target is 29,530 and potentially all the way into 29,820. So neutral to bullish bias here. The concern would be the resistance level it's currently into. If it doesn't break, we are looking for another leg lower here back towards the support level. So that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye for now.